Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we're continuing to work our way through the tribes of Ixalan, and we are playing some Orzhov Vampires today, mainly mono black in the main deck, but we are running a couple of Edgars as well, so there is a little bit of white. So our new cards are 2 copies of Bloodletter of Aclazotz, so we have seen this before in a mono black shell. So this is a 2/4 for 4 with flying that says that if opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice that much life instead. And we also have Queen's Bay Paladin, which is a 5/4 for 5, and whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, return up to 1 target vampire card from your graveyard to the battlefield. With a finality counter on it, you lose life equal to its mana value. So a reminder that a permanent with a finality counter on it, if it goes to the graveyard, you exile it instead. So it's kind of it just stops you constantly recurring the same creature. And then the rest of the deck is our vampire tribals. So we have 4 Knight of the Ebon Legion, so that's our 1-drop vampire, 1/2 for 1, which can be made bigger by pumping mana into it, and then it can also get +1/+1 counters if a player lost 4 or more life at the end of your turn. And Gifted Aetherborn, very powerful card, 2/3 Death Touch Lifelink for 2 black. Dust Legion Zealot, 1/1 for 2, draw a card and lose a life when it enters the battlefield. And then we have 2 Champion of Dusk as well, a 4/4 for 5. When it enters the battlefield, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of vampires you control. And then we have a couple of other creatures as well. So we've got 2 copies of Murderous Rider, which isn't a vampire but a very handy removal spell that comes attached to a life-linking creature, and then a couple of Shieldred the Apocalypse as well. Not unsurprising to see this in a black deck. It does get around. And then we have our Vampire Matters Planeswalker, so Sorin Imperious Bloodlord is a 3 mana 4 loyalty Planeswalker. +1 target creature you control gains Death Touch and Lifelink until end of turn. If it's a vampire, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Another +1, you may sacrifice a vampire. When you do, it deals 3 damage to a target and you gain 3 life. And -3, you may put a vampire creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. So very often you will be playing Sorin, immediately -3ing it and putting down a Champion of Dusk or a Queen's Bay Paladin or whatever it may be. And that is a pretty powerful effect. And then we just have a few other spells as well. Oh, I forgot to mention Edgar. So Edgar is another vampire, so he's a legendary vampire noble. 4/4 vampire lord, so other vampires you control get +1/+1. And when it dies, you return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control, which is a legendary artifact, Edgar Markov's Coffin. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 black and white vampire creature token with lifelink and put a bloodline counter on it, on the coffin that is, and then if there are 3 or more bloodline counters on it, remove those counters and transform it. So it keeps coming back unless the opponent has a way to exile it, so that's pretty good. Very powerful vampire lord that can keep coming back. And then just a couple of other spells as well. Obviously, being a mostly mono black deck, we have 4 copies of Thoughtseize and 4 copies of Fatal Push as well, and then a couple of Shieldred's Edict. So we've got a few removal spells in the main deck, not a huge number, but enough to kind of keep the opponent's creatures off the board and just punch through with our powerful vampires. The mana base is black and white dual lands, just a few white lands, 3 Cavern of Souls, because we do have some other spells we want to cast, not just the vampires, so we don't want the full 4 copies of Cavern of Souls, 3 Mutavaults as well to create to turn into vampire lands, a couple of Hive of the Eye Tyrant, sadly not a vampire, the creature it creates, but also a couple of Castle Lochthwains, and then 5 basic swamps as well. Because, as I said, mono black is really most of what this deck's doing. Then in the sideboard, we've got a couple of Deafening Silence, so this is just to shut down players who are trying to cast lots of non-creature spells in one particular turn, sort of Phoenix decks. Less so Discover decks now that combo has been nerfed, but those kind of things. Combo decks mainly. Unlicensed Terse is Graveyard Hate, so is kind of Weathered Runestone does a similar thing, shuts down Collected Company and other things. Go Blank as Discard and Graveyard Hate. 2 copies of Liliana of the Veil. very powerful Planeswalker, seen that many times before. A couple of copies of Kalatas, which is a vampire, so we can bring that in, particularly against decks which are trying to be aggressive. Its lifelink is very powerful, and also creating 2/2s wherever a creature an opponent controls dies. A Sorin the Mirthless, so another vampire-esque planeswalker, which can not only give us some card advantage, but also create some vampire creature tokens. Drana and Lidvala, very good at shutting down activated abilities of creatures the opponents control, also a pretty powerful body for 4 mana. And then 2 copies of Invoke Despair, as this is mainly a black deck. We probably will have the mana to be able to cast that reasonably reliably. So yeah, that is Orzhov Vampires. So yeah, just pirates left to go now. And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure we'll play pirates as a creature type in this particular format. I'm not sure that it's supported enough. But if you do know of any pirates lists which have put up any kind of results, they don't even have to be like astounding, then we should probably play that just to complete the set, so do let me know. But in the meantime, thanks very much for watching. Hit those like and subscribe buttons, and yeah, let's go on to the ladder and see how we go on with Orzhov Vampires. Okay, let's make a start. Yeah, this is not a terrible opening hand. Could do with a few more creatures, but hopefully we can draw into those. And hard to turn down a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Alright, Greg boy, what have you got for me? Okay, so he's playing Boros Convoke. So I think I'm tempted to just take the Loxodon here. Just take the payoff card. No, that's pretty good. So if anyone saw the first look for the Murders at whatever Manor, the new Ravnica set that's coming in February, we do have a functional Thraben Inspector reprint, so there will be potentially 8 copies of Thraben Inspector that you can play in these kind of decks. So that's a pretty exciting development. I do wonder if Boros Convoke will play another set of Thraben Inspectors, maybe swap out the Epicures, perhaps. Be interesting when that card's available. Okay, well that's a pretty easy choice to Fatal Push. Now let's cast another Thoughtseize. Take their second Loxodon. Now let's play Shieldred the Apocalypse. That should keep the opponent off attacking for at least a couple of turns. Okay, Warden's a pretty decent draw. I was concerned for a minute there they might have drawn another one of their 5 mana creatures, but no, just activating the Warden. So we'll hit them for 4. We'll play Champion and draw a couple new cards. Okay, those are pretty good. So I think we will be... No, we can't actually play this at the moment. We don't have the right mana, but that's okay. Okay, so this is being pumped up to a 4-5. So I am going to kill it on... Okay, well they're definitely succeeding in going wide. They are also running out of time here, so let's fatal push that. Let's attack with both of our big creatures. Let's play Edgar. So they've got one turn while Shieldred's on the battlefield. I think that is not quite enough, fortunately, so let's block here. Block here, we take 12. Okay, excellent. So, I think Kalitas is a pretty good bet here. Go blank. I quite like go blank. Actually, no, I don't, because it doesn't really affect the board, and you really want to be affecting the board when they're playing this kind of deck. Drana and Linvola shuts off their wardens, so yeah, we'll pop that in. Liliana's not great here. Sorin is not great, although he does give us the 2-3, I suppose. No, I'm going to leave him out. Thoughtseize is good. Edict is not, so let's take those out. Let's trim Murderous Rider as well, and pop in one go blank. Just because Murderous Rider don't really want to be losing the 2 life just to kill one creature. So I think that will do. Yep, this looks good enough to me. No turn 1 play is unusual in these decks. Okay, well let's... what are we snagging here? We could snag their Thalia, their Venerated Loxodon, Gleeful Demolition. They don't currently have any targets, so... Yeah, let's just take Loxodon now. They can play Thalia and then I'll kill it. So let's stick this on Vampire. Let's Fatal Push Thalia. Okay. Godless Shrine into Aetherborn. Okay, that's fine. I'd much rather that was getting hit than our Kalitas. Okay, Wardens, but still no artifacts to hit with their Gleeful Demolition.
I count nothing but my own obligations. My bloodline flows through you.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Pretty convincing win there. We love to see it. Yes, we did. Because we won. Opponents on Gigantha. This might be a bad chat. Okay, so it's Boros Convoke again, so this is actually quite a bad hand to keep. Oh, maybe it's not. It's some sort of mono red deck, perhaps? Yes, okay, I kind of see what they've got going on here, so let's pop that on Vampire. Let's Shieldred's Edict. Okay, Mutavault, Sorin. Bloodletter of Aclazotz.
Welcome to the family.
Wow. Okay, so they are fully on the mono red artifacts plan. That's interesting.
Darkness will always return.
So they've got 3 cards under Bomat Courier now, so it's going to be a problem. Now they are fully in on burn here, aren't they? Okay, so let's force them to punch that now if they want to get the 3 cards. Yep. Play another Sorin.
Ancient vampire law.
It's another Bloodletter into play. I don't think I can risk them having a removal spell here, unfortunately. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's put this on Vampire. Let's activate Mutavault. Attack the opponent. Play Gifted Aetherborn. Now at least we have something to hold off the ground, so okay, yep, that's fine. Gigantha's not hugely impressive here. No, to be fair, neither is that, so let's just attack for 4. Play Godless Shrine, pass the turn. Okay, just another land. Yikes. Okay, well we got... Still presenting a clock here. Okay, not anymore, we're not. Pass the turn. Okay, let's activate our Mutavault. Trade with their Den of the Bugbear. Well, I am just drawing land here, which is not ideal. So I think I'm probably going to be pretty dead in pretty short order. No, they're still not attacking though, so just to build it. They're waiting for a spell, which is fair enough. Okay, well that's at least something. So play Knight of the Ebon Legion. Pass the turn again. No, still. Yes. Okay, it's just a prolonged staring match now, so let's play Champion of Dusk. This does hit our life total, but I think it's worth it. Okay. Let's pass the turn once more. You have got Fatal Push now. You sure? No, fair enough. Well. Okay, let's push one of their Swift Spears. Let's play Aetherborn. Imperious Bloodlord. Let's sack our Knight of the Ebon Legion, kill another one of their Swift Spears. Gain 3 life. Now let's Thoughtseize them. Okay, that's good that they had to do it on their turn. Ooh, this is very grindy. Okay, they've got another Den of the Bugbear. Nope. Whew. Okay, mono red artifacts. So, again, we want Kalitas. Do I want Deafening Silence? Probably not. Go blank is decent here. Let's take out Edict. Not sure I'm up for losing life to get creatures back with Queensbay Paladin. Although, it's probably no worse than... Tell you what, yeah, let's take out Murderous Rider and keep in Paladin instead. I'm sure it'll be fine, he said. Let's pop back Paladin for now. Yep. I've seen you somewhere before. Okay, take the 2. Damn, I was hoping they'd be short of land. Oh well, let's play... Let's take their Experimental Synthesizer here. If they want to sack their only creature... Well, yeah, if they want to sack their only creature to kill my Knight of the Ebon Legion, that is A-OK with me. Mm-hmm. They might sacrifice the Epicure. Yeah, they don't lose anything by attacking here, but I'm not going to block. Okay, let's play Go Blank. Okay, the Heartfire is probably now worth it. What is this? 4 damage to any target. Yeah, let's force them to play it now. Then if I draw a land, at least I'll be able to play Aclazotz, but no, so let's just Fatal Push their Swift Spear. Pass the turn. 7 life's looking a little precarious here. Mm-hmm. 6 life. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, that's a good draw. So set this to Vampire. Play Aclazotz. Excellent. Okay, yes, we just about got over the hump there. And the opponent ran out of stuff to do. Very good. This is just about to keep, I think. Although we don't want to draw any more land. Okay, that's a pretty good draw, so let's play Knight of the Ebon Legion. Okay, that was brief. All I did was play Knight of the Ebon Legion, it's not that scary. So some sort of cycling discard deck from our opponent, so I'm going to guess that Aclazotz is quite good here. It's kind of a bit... Yeah, it's just a bit aggro here, I think, so let's just do that. No, this hand's too slow, I think. Nothing between 2 and 4 is not really good enough. That's not great either, but I think we're stuck with it. Hello. I'm the same person you played in game 1. So let's take a peek in the hand. Fable, Thoughtseize. I think Fable is the right choice here. Because they can take one of these, but if they take the Kalatas, I'll bring it back with the Paladin eventually. Okay, very happy to see that. So let's play Aetherborn. Okay, Edict's pretty good, so let's attack. Gain 2 life. Okay, let's Edict now. Okay, Bloodletter of Aclazotz it is. As long as there are 4 or more instants and sorceries. Okay, that's pretty decent. Okay, Rakdos discard. Yes, I can see that. So, let's play Queen's Bay Paladin. Let's have back Kalitas. So they're on the hook for 8 here. They don't really have any good blocks. Yep. Okay, that was a pretty short order. So I think we got time for one more then. On the draw again. How depressing. Not that it's materially affecting our win rate. No actual black mana. It's not ideal, but this is actually, apart from that, a pretty good hand, so... Yeah, that is the risk, that we now have a stranded Thoughtseize, but... Ooh, is this like the mono-white Blink deck? I quite like that, that's good to see. Swamp. Okay, not a swamp. Yes, it is. Okay, that is a very welcome sight, so let's look in their hand. Take their Bank Buster. Play another Zealot. Okay, they've got a little bit of ramp going on here. Oh no, they're just bringing back their Bank Buster. Okay, let's send in our creatures. Play our Gifted Aetherborn. Okay, yeah, plenty of interesting stuff from our opponent here. So we could push their companion, doesn't see much point. Let's have our other Cavern of Souls in play. Let's play Knight of the Ebon Legion. Now I think we can pass the turn again like this. Ah.
I'll help any way I can. before the Emperor of Kamigawa.
So they will be able to crew. It's the only way of stopping them getting this trigger. So that's fine. They can attack me, but their Eternal Wanderer will now die. So let's kill the Eternal Wanderer. Play Queenspay Paladin. Bring back our Gifted Aetherborn, I think. So I've got to keep an eye on their blast zone here. Okay, let's have another peek in their hand. Okay, just land, that's fine. So let's activate Mutavault. Still not really putting them under a huge amount of pressure. So let's activate Mutavault again. Now I'm going to take another peek in their hand. Okay, Ossification's a decent one to get rid of. Yep, they get their pilot. Thing is, they do blow up their own Bankbuster if they hit Blast Zone here, so it's not all good news for them. But looks like they're going to anyway. That's fine, I'm reasonably happy with that exchange. So I think I'm playing the Rider here next turn, so let's just kill their pilot. Let's force them to use the Field of Ruin if they're going to. Gives us another black mana. So we are running on empty here now. Yep. Oh dear. Ah, this is where Castle Ardenvale starts to beat us down. So we're going to need something pretty good off the top. Okay, well, it's a creature. Okay, I think I've seen enough from this particular game. Okay, so what do I like here? First, I don't mind the main deck that much. Take out Edict. Let's pop in Sorin. Have one less copy of other Sorin. Yeah, I think that's fine. We just need to draw a little better than we did last time. Yep, close enough to a good hand. Potential for dropping Edgar on turn 3. Now there's a question of whether I want to Thoughtseize instead. Because I'd really like to hit a Restoration of Iganjo if I could with a Thoughtseize, just to stop some of the value they get off that. So let's attack. Huh. Interesting. Do I care about Portable Hole? Not really. I'll take the Eternal Wanderer, I think. It's the big payoff card. So we're trading essentially 1 for 1 here, because they're drawing a card, I'm drawing a card. Okay, let's pop Hive into play. Play the Imperious Bloodlord. Drop Edgar onto the battlefield.
I guess you'll do.
Okay, they are fully farm-handing today, which means they have a lot of land, but still I'm only seeing Portable Hole so far. Yeah, that's a card, so let's pop this on the Vampire. Let's tick up Edgar Markov.
Thirst for life.
So, 2 Aetherborns or a Sorin here. I quite like playing Sorin, I think.
Out of my way.
Have a 3/4.
Stew can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Okay, don't mind that. It means they probably don't have a big play. Apparition's not bad.
Excuse my sudden egress.
Ooh, that's a spicy one. Let's play Bloodletter of Aclazotz. As we're now doubling the damage, let's double the damage of our flyer. That's quite a tasty 4-4. Yeah, I don't think Elishanorn is going to help them here. Because they are just dead to my Bloodletter. So, let's pop a counter on here. Hit them for 8. Very good. Okay. To game 3. Can we make it a clean 4-0? Anything else? Anything different I want? They don't really have creatures with activated abilities. No, I think this is pretty much the configuration that it's as good as it's going to get against this deck. So just hope we do well. Ugh. No, I really want to keep this hand, but I also know I shouldn't. So, no. Well, that's just a worse version of that same hand, so... It's basically draw second land or die here. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing either. Have a look at your map. Good boy. Well, they're around long enough to keep their hand, so... Not really sure. Oh, there they are. They're back. Okay, that's not a land. So I've got one more chance at a hit. Nope, okay. I'm probably just dead here. Well, we're hanging on by the seat of our whatevers here. Okay. So, Sorin into Aclazotz next turn. So stumbling for a turn is probably enough to cost us the game, but we're not out of it. I wish they didn't have this. Okay, I'm going to need black mana now because I've drawn the other Sorin.
Uncultured. I have sired many.
So we can next turn tick up, swap our Zealot for their Skyclave, which means we get 2 creatures out of it, so that's pretty good exchange. Exiling 2 different... Okay, well that's less good now. I'll double block to keep Sorin alive. Right, that is interesting. Okay, so let's sack this vampire. Kill that fellow my lad. It's a shame Kalitas was exiled there, to be honest, but let's play a Paladin, bring back Zealot, draw a card. Still no land, but that's not terrible. Okay, let's attack with Paladin, bring back our Knight of the Ebon Legion. This card's done work, I like this card a lot. Yep, fine. Now let's Fatal Push that, so we get a 4/4. Play Gifted Aetherborn. Okay. So they've still got some big stuff in their hand, but we are not looking too bad here. So let's play Sorin the Mirthless. Let's get a creature down.
My will, you deal with this annoyance.
Okay.
I'll clean up this mess. You're coming with me.
Okay. Yep, we'll have that. Let's attack the Eternal Wanderer.
Not for the weak.
You're miscalculated.
Play Gifted Aetherborn. Okay. Oh, not a demolition field. Oh, that's really annoying.
I brought backup.
Okay. Well, let's have a look at the top of our library again. Yep, have that.
You wish to know my secrets?
I'll send Gifted Aetherborn, the Eternal Wanderer. Play Kalitas. Have a swamp. Ooh, this is a grindy match. Very swingy. We were looking pretty dead for a while, then it swung back, and now it's back in their favour again. This bloomin' Planeswalker I can't get off the battlefield.
Keep your eyes sharp.
Okay, that's not the worst, but can't get past Yorion now with Kalitas. This doesn't create a 2/2 because it's only non-token creatures, but let's kill that We'll have that. I'll play Bloodletter.
Not.
Pass the turn. Yeah, they're drowning us in incremental value here.
Have a nice trip.
Know that I will not abandon my quest.
Yeah, let's activate Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Oh, let's send Kalitas at the Eternal Wanderer. Forgot you could only attack it with one creature. Cause rules. Swamp. Nope.
I'll defend my allies.
Oh dear. More card draw.
I'll handle this one.
Fine, so we go to 9. And I've got to keep attacking. Yeah, they just keep being able to make a 1/1 every turn. Earlier. Well, we feel pretty dead here now. Yep. Ah, good game. Nah, that was a good match, though. I enjoyed that one. I've always liked the mono-white Blink deck. So yeah, that was Orzhov Vampires. Didn't do badly at all there, to be honest. Yeah, we stumbled on... If we hadn't stumbled on mana in that last game, we might have been able to get something more done. But, you know, it did reasonably well. So here's the deck list one more time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Here it is. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hit those like and subscribe buttons. As always, thank you very much, and I will see you next time.